Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to go back to our building scenario, building a house, whether you're doing it with a builder or whether you are doing it as the contractor and then you're doing all of the subcontracting. It's really important that you have a written contract for the work. All of agreements that impact real estate to be or land to be enforceable, something that you can go to court and make somebody abide by the terms. If they don't, hold them accountable. It must be in writing, and that's called the statute of frauds. Also, with the contract, beyond the basic, which is the plans, the price, the time frame, the draws, and all the specifics of the design and who's going to do the work, you also have to have change orders in writing. So I want to talk about change orders. Change orders are when there is a change to what has been designated, and hopefully you have specific plans that have everything on them so that the engineers and the builders can follow it. Change orders go both ways though. Sometimes it's taking away something that was going to be done. Most of the time we think about it as adding something. And then there's this thing in the middle, which is when it is adding something or just changing something that is adding something but also eliminating something. I want to make sure that you're on track to get what you want based upon your plans and your contract, and that it comes in on time and at the budget and the cost that you agreed to. The change order should specify when is it going to happen, what does it impact specifically. There should be a description. Who's going to do that work? How much is that work going to cost? What is the difference between what the original contract was and this work? In other words, are we using money that was going to a different area and now putting it here, so you don't have to just pay for this new thing, because if you're changing a wall, maybe you don't need a window anymore. So the whole part about that window is going to be a credit. And then whatever your change is, if it's just going to be a wall all the way straight through, that may not be anything, and the change may be a change in the work that nets out as a credit or a reduction in your overall price to you. So pay attention to this and don't just sign and go on. Your contract should be fairly specific in the different components of what it is you're building, and this change order could impact multiple things. So if it does, make sure those are itemized out as far as what's going to be done, who's going to do it, how much is this piece going to cost, and what other things does it impact, and go ahead and make those changes. I don't want you to lose out on a credit because you're worried about or you're concerned about what is being added that you forget, okay? And if you're doing this on your own or trying to do this on your own, you don't have a lot of practice in this. If it's something that you're building, for example, your dream home, you get excited and you get emotional, and sometimes you're not as careful because it's something you don't do all the time. So just pay attention, get these change orders in writing before anything different is done, and then keep track of them. These should be attached to the contract. You should have a list of your budgeted items so that you can check them off. Do not pay in advance, pay only according to your construction schedule, and this should help you get through it fairly smoothly. So if this was helpful, if you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions below. Share this with someone you know that is working on a construction project, just for information. Subscribe to see the other videos, and come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.